Hello, thank you for watching. Let's do some trains. We have new surroundings, some more Lego visible. Excellent. Nowhere to put the good mic, so back to the headset, but never mind. Let's do some trains. Hello from Sydney. Oh, goodness. All of these bits and bytes are working. I'm streaming on a 4G connection, so hopefully it's good, but who knows. And it's been so long since I've done anything on trains that I've forgotten everything. Or at least forgotten what we're doing. No, I haven't. So what we were doing, or what we got up to, rather, is we have proto trains. Oh, I can't right click anymore. So we have the ability to place down a train as a train. Trust me. You'll notice it's not moving. So that would be the next step. And we were following this handy guide from Scott, which is sort of where we're up to at a dual looking step. But what we don't have is a place to do this, I don't think. Now, I can't remember how we did our game loop. Here we have a timer. So this is our render loop. I'm going to rename that so I don't have to think about it all the time. So our render loop timer goes in there. I think ideally it would go in here, but it was difficult to get Skier to refresh, so maybe that's tackled for today. Now our game loop. A game loop really should probably go in here because a game loop has nothing to do with rendering, in theory. We will find out soon enough. We have many timers available. I've forgotten the difference between threading.timers and timers.timer. That's an event, and this I think takes a callback. And that's not a thread pool. Let's go with the timer. This is a game loop. And do we not have a constructor anymore? Cool. No dependencies. That's going to presumably complain about disposable. Yep. Cool. We do that. And that one. Alright. We need a constructor. And all we need to do is actually, is there anything on the here interval? Yeah, alright. Let's just do that here. How often do we want our game loop to run? Well, for now, actually, let's pick something slow. It kind of doesn't matter, in theory. The faster the game loop runs, the less jerky the movement will be. But we can sort of tweak all the numbers to make it not matter. Essentially, speed will end up being how far to move per game loop. So if we increase our game loop frequency, if that makes things move too fast, we just change that speed factor, and then everything gets slower again, but smoother. And yeah, that's a terrible name. Game loop step. Actually, what I'm going to do is a constant called game loop interval. I hate this thing because I already have that referenced. And let's just do a speed adjustment factor. And I've honestly, we'll start with 10. Ignore anything that deals with delta minus t in the issue and assume it is always 1. I will assume that because I don't know what you're talking about. And we just start this. So, the theory is in our game loop, we loop through all of our trains and we say move. I guess we should pass in that speed adjustment factor. That maybe can come from our parameter, wherever our parameters are somewhere. Do they have parameters? Track parameters. Oh, well. It can come from a game parameters. Yeah, so all we do is do that. And here, oh, that's interesting. We only have a column and a row. So we've already hit problems. What does our Bible tell us? Yeah, X++. Good on you. All right, so we need to solve a problem here a little bit earlier than I thought maybe we would have. What are we doing in train renderer? We are just rendering in the center. Okay, so the problem that we have to solve, well, not a problem, but the challenge is trains don't know about pixels. But if we say, column plus plus, which we could totally do, can you not do that? Oh, you can. Well, let's have a look what this looks like. I think, hopefully, you'll work it out. We totally could start with this because, I mean, this is obviously wrong, right? So there you go. There's a train moving. And it's going to keep moving. So column plus plus to start with is totally valid. It's going to throw an exception. Nope. Wait, can we chase it? Where are you? Oh, there we are. So we could just do this and make our train go around the track and then worry about movement within the cell later. And let's just do that. It's off the rails. Thank you, Scott. All right, let's do our speed adjustment factor. We might as well factor that in. So we'll just adjust our numbers here. So we're basically saying we're going to move one cell every half a second. Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, later on, we'll make it more granular. Cool. This is assuming that it's facing to the right. So we need a direction, which we will now create. Is that internal set? Really? I guess that's right. That could be dodgy code. I haven't spent a lot of time on train. Let's create a type. It's a enum. And I guess we'll just go right down. Left, right. Up, down. Kind of makes sense. North, south, east, west. East, west would have also worked. What's wrong with this? Is never used. What? Are you seeing this? Okay. And then we just go Mm-hmm. Why do I feel like so much of trains is just this really like boring code? Yeah. So we're going to have to work out how to turn the corner as well. I did that wrong. Oh. So as part of stream preparation, I normally copy something to the clipboard in Visual Studio because the first time I do Control-C, it takes ages. I forgot to do that today. Why? What? No. Probably something's crashed. All right. So we have directions. We have cool. We have that. We have that. So after we move, we need to possibly change direction. And here we get to an interesting conundrum. And there's a bunch of interesting conundrums. So I logged an issue. This one. If you're following this project and you're interested in trains and you would like to contribute ideas, this is an interesting issue because this is like my brain dump of just me thinking about movement, about how we're going to do movement, because movement like we're doing now is relatively straightforward. Corners get interesting because of things like pi. But if we want to get to a point where this can be a single type of track, it gets very interesting. And so this is sort of a bit of brain dump and discussion and Scott reacting to his own thing. So yeah, that gets interesting. The simple case is obviously here, we've moved, let's say we've moved to the right. If we're at a corner, we need to move down. And the question is, whose responsibility is that? Does the train find out what track it's on and find out its direction and turn accordingly? Or does the train ask the track what direction it should be? And I don't know why, but I kind of like that latter one. Because I think that'll kind of better suit the future, where kind of the track has to determine where the train is. Let me demonstrate here. If I draw a simple track, which I'm incapable of doing, this track is very simple. And for our current code, we're going to go boop, 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 up, go down, fine. Once we get the smooth mode, it's going to go from left to right, pixel by pixel, and at some point, it'll cross the boundary into the new track. Cool. But so this is updating its X position, its Y position won't change. We get to here. As soon as we get to this track, we need to change to down, but we don't want to go down here. So this track knows it's a curve, and it is the thing that should be responsible for knowing how to map those X and Y coordinates onto that curve. Because in theory, if I change the how tight this corner is, that's a thing, responsibility of the track. I shouldn't have to update any train code if that happens. So that's kind of why what I want to do here is say train.direction equals, and we're going to, well, first we need to find the track it's on. at some point we need to stop it running off the tracks too. Okay, so the track, yeah. So the track is no. Try get value, and this is train.column, train.row. So train.direction equals track dot. Oh, track has a direction. That should probably be orientation. Called, let's call it get train direction. Well, I don't like that name. It has the word train in it. And train direction. So basically, a train is currently pointing this way. Where should it be pointing now? And we do that, and this explode. See, this should probably be. This really needs to be in move, so the train stops before it runs out of track. But then, if this method is going to know about tracks, then we may as well just do this in there. All right. Tell you what, let's do this. So if there's a track, then we will allow our trains to move. Otherwise, someone's dug up the track from under it, we're never going to move. And then when we move, we're going to tell the train what track it's currently on. And so here, we can say get neighbors, and do we want, only connected neighbors. Oh, that's nice. Actually, that's even better. Yes, that's even better, because now if we have a horizontal track bumping into a vertical track, get neighbors won't return those two as neighbors, and so the train will stop. So if we're going left and neighbors.left doesn't equal null, we have permission to move. Just do this. Okay, and so we also want to go track. Next track. And could be dodgy and say next track equals that. But that's super dodgy. So we're not going to do that. And unnecessary assignment. Well, I disagree, sir. Right. Oh. What did I do? I changed the wrong one. Left, right, up, down. Whoa. What wonderful commentary. That's why you're all here. So, we have our track, and null. And so if we moved, then it's null. So this direction equals next track dot get train direction. Yeah, start direction. Cool. So we ask the track what our direction is. And now this is simply, is this simply anything at all, or is it horrible? I think this is this dot direction so no, well this is really off two conditions, so might have been nice, but anyway, when this direction is horizontal, can you do and here? Not when direction is to the right, then that's to the right. Actually, there's going to be a lot of these that are the same, aren't there? So we can probably do that with a catch-all at the end. So if we write down this is more interesting. That goes down. Okay, so yeah, let's just do the corners. And then for everything else, it should be just return. Continues on, basically. So, right up, left up, left down. That's, oh no, our three-way things. Oh, those are interesting. Those are very interesting. And actually, we need all of these again. Okay, so when it's right, we go down. When it's right, we go up. Good. When it's left, we go up. When it's left, we go down. Down, we go right. See what I mean about boring code? Really? What kind of person watches this video? Okay, so they're two ways, that's fine. Three ways. So we can come in from the left and we have to go down. Cool. And then we come in from the right, we have to go down. Oh, I've got these wrong too, don't I? No, I don't. Wait, I do. You can come in from, yeah, this should be opposite. And then if it's pointing down, you have to be coming in from up. Ugh. Pay attention, please. Left, right. What? Yeah, up. No. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I've done what? Oh, undo. Okay. What did I do here? So when it's right, down, and train direction is right. Yeah, so that should be left. That should be left. When it's left up, train direction needs to be right. Right. Okay, when it's right down, it's down. well, you can't come down into that. So it's up, goes to right. Isn't this a duplicate? Or am I dreaming? It is. Right up. This should be when direction is down. You go right. And this should be when direction is down. You go left. And when direction is up. You go left. Okay, I think that's right. This thing's a problem because it's stopping the compiler analysis of exhaustivity, but that is not exhaustive, but that's also because we don't have horizontal and everything else. Maybe we just do. Let's just see them actually, because there's only 3, isn't there? Is that exhaustive? No. Interesting. So does it know that we haven't done all 3 ways? Cool. Oh, actually, I'm missing a bunch more. Alright. So, okay, let me do these cases first. So we have left, right, up. Oh, I got these wrong as well. When train direction is left, goes... No, okay, that's fine. That goes up. And we have down, left, up. What do we call it? Up, down. Left, up, down. So left, up, down. If we're coming down, we go left. If we're coming up, go left. And right, up, down. Okay, and this is right, and this is right. So there's one more missing from all of these, which is what happens if we have left, right, down, and we're coming up. And this is an interesting question because essentially we can randomize it. We can always go one direction, or we can allow the user to switch tracks, which I think we'll do later. So let's just go with one of these for now. So it wasn't very exciting in the end, what I was waiting for. That's okay. Hopefully the one I'm picking matches the way it's drawn, because one of the directions is drawn with planks, but I don't remember which way I did it. So right, up, down, let me do it on the left, and right up. Is that exhaustive? What am I missing? No, it doesn't do exhaustiveness. I wonder if the whens just throw it up. I guess actually there is, because there's more states to this, but they're not valid. Alright. I think that's a start. Let's find out. No. Did it crash? Did I not press F5? That's building. Build, go. Alright, moment of truth. Ooh, what's my default direction? Left. Look at that. We have trains. I should render a little arrow. Okay. Hey, and it stopped. And does it keep going? Yes. Okay, that should go down. That's awesome. That should just ignore the cross. Yep. Nice. I don't know how many people are watching this, but if you are watching this, thank you for watching the little red dot with me. This little red dot makes me unreasonably happy. Go left. Yes. Alright. You know what we should do? We should totally check that in. I've forgotten which button to press to do that. But we have trains. Am I going to be a good Git person? Rename timer to... Because that's what I did in there, right? Yes, that's what I did. Alright, and then this is all just adding train movements, isn't it? Direction, yep, and whole game loop. Yeah, I'm being honest, the game loop could have been separate, but never mind. Make trains move. Alright, I'm going to... So, I'm going to draw a little arrow in the direction of travel, because I want to validate the direction of travel is correct. I could validate that with a test. But my test would be basically copying this code and making it more ugly. And I still don't know, like if I've made a mistake here, I'm going to make a mistake with tests. So I think visual is the way to go for this one. And then maybe I'll write a test. So, how are we doing this? We can just do a rotate. So here, do we want to do it here? This will have to change. Oh, maybe not. Okay, we could, after X calls to move, will we end up in the right cell? I don't see why not, but I don't know. Let's find out. Well, no, how do we find out? I mean, yeah, if the train goes around a circle, well, okay, initial direction is not done. So knowing that initial, yep, that works. Oh, as in for writing test. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you could write test that says, I put a train there, call me 4 times, they should move back there. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. I kind of want to, maybe not, but anyway. I'm doing this first. So all we need to do here is rotate. And the amount to rotate depends on the direction of travel. So I'm thinking the train should know its angle, but it needs to find that out from the track. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it needs to know. I think the track needs to supply the angle. Because on a corner track, I kind of want it to look, on a corner. Yeah, let's do that. So we have some code somewhere to get the track that a train is on. That's that. Do we want to methodize that? Do we have a game board? Do. Let's methodize that. Methodize is totally a word. Can I do this? I don't know. Get track for train. Nope. Track. And I'm gonna do the nullable thing, even though it's not really a reason to. And yeah, I could have just done this with the try pattern, but never mind. Cool. Pubic and elevate. Okay. So to get a train angle, you would want to know the direction. So it's 45 or the up 100 and 215. Don't correct me. 225. I got there. And then we're rotating about the middle. Oh, what is that? Which is, where's our cell size again? That's an pixel track parameter, I think. Cell size. Cool. Wait. That feels wrong. Does this translate? Gets the coordinates. This has to do the rotation then. Because we want to rotate around the middle of the cell. Because we're not translating. Should we translate? We probably should translate. Totally gonna copy this code. Translate and rotate. Track. So if a train doesn't have a track, it always points left or right. Yeah, that'll do. And then, yeah, that's right. I need to pick some other. Cool. And then in here, we don't need any of that anymore. It's just this. Cool. And then, actually, we want to let's draw a little rectangle that is okay. So we're in the middle, -5. So we want to draw a little rectangle that goes from +5 and -2, and we'll make it width of, let's just do 4x4. Okay, I think that should be a little front to a train. Train angle. God, this is this again. Yeah. Yep. Boy, I'm not enjoying this code. We need to catch on. Okay. So, if our track direction is horizontal, when direction is right, it's 180. No, 0, I think. And if it's left, it's 180. I don't know if this is right or if that should be 90 and 270, but we'll see. It's going. I bet you up. Yeah, up will be 0. Maybe 70, down is 180. Okay, so right down, and we're going left, then it's, what is it, 180 plus 45. Yep. Right up, and we're going left is 270 plus 45, 15. T, 315, apparently. Left up, that's 45. Down is, no, 125. No, it's not. 135. Yep, I think. Whatever. Right down. That's going up. Oh wait, hang on. Left up and it's going right. Does that make sense? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, I think that's right. These aren't magic. Well, maybe they are. Okay, don't distract me. I'm doing annoying work. So, right up and we're going down is 135. Left up and we're going down is 225. Left down and we're going up is 2. What? No, hang on. 270. Yep, so 15. Can I quit now? I really hate this. It's fine. Left, right, down. We're going left, which means 225. Left, right, down. We're going right. That means. Oh, wait. Can I just map this? No, I can't. Because if we're going here, if we're going left, that's down. But if we're going right, that's also down, but a completely different angle. Never mind. Okay, 135, and left, right, down, we're going up. We said we were going to go left, which means we're going to 315. Well, I didn't mean to press all those buttons. Sorry. Right. Left, right, up. Both directions. Left. So 15. Down. Let's go left. So it's left. 5. E.g. up. If it's a T track, just a corner. Yeah. Well, yes. A T track is a corner in a particular state if you're coming to the bottom of the T, or from either side, it's the same. Yes. up, left, right is either up, left, or up, right, or right up, or right left. But yeah, obviously at that T, you could go either way. Left, up, down. We're going down. So we're going to 225. Up. That's 5. And right. So we're going up, which means 45. I'm sure there is a mapping. I'm sure there is. That at least solves most of these cases, if not all of them. But I've come too far now. Don't tell me. It'll be too depressing. Um, 45. And last one, we're going up, so 15. I'm sure I got one of them wrong. Oh, that switch statement is not exhaustive. Where's the I don't know exception? Okay. I'm going to press F5 because I don't trust that exception to not be thrown. In fact, I don't even trust our trains just to be drawn properly. Flag denum. Yeah, I remember thinking about flag denums for track direction as well, in general, for drawing and for maneuvering. In fact, there's probably overlap here and wherever the code is that I've forgotten. Yeah, this one, set best structure. There's probably overlap there as well, but we'll ignore that fact. Okay, so we have a train. It crashes. Excellent. Okay. So, where were we? Can we see the screen? Alright. So we're on a right down, I'm guessing. Yep. Am I going down? Oh. Wait, what? That shouldn't be possible. Oh, I know what I've done. I think I'm getting the angle after we've moved. Yes, I am. Aha. Yeah, so all of these that were the valid states before is for when you're coming in from there, but the angle is for when the train is already on there. So right down actually can only be going down or right, not left or up. So it's just a matter of changing these, right? If we're going left into a right down, that means we're now down. And so this means we're now up. And so this means I don't know anymore. Wait, no, left up. The direction is right. Yeah, okay, so that's now up. It's down. Yeah. That's right. Let's just test that before we draw any three-way tracks and fix the rest. I think that's right. Left, up, down. You know what I mean. I did not mean to make this test so exhaustive. Yay! Alright, cool. So I fixed the drawing. I think my train is sideways. I think I can my train is rotated an incorrect amount. So all these numbers are wrong. For the last one, replace up, down, left, right. What? For the last one, replace up, down, left, right. Replace up with down and left with right, you mean? I think. I'll set the drawing. I could have set the drawing up. I could introduce constants for all these so their names actually made sense. And then just change the constants. Because I can do that pretty easily. Like here. Oh, look at that. I even changed that from expression body. That's clever. Yeah, I can just do that and then give 225 a name and then change the value. But, should we persevere? Let's just persevere with the remapping while my brain is still broken before it repairs itself. Okay, so left, right, down. We were going left, which means now we're going down. We're going right, down, and we were going up, which means now we're going left again. Because I think that's what I said I'd do. Oh, that's so annoying. So up, left, left, and up. Right, and up. Okay, and then I also realized that I need cross tracks. Yeah, I think replace the return direction. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could rewrite all of this a lot better. But I don't want to, because I hate it. Alright, so we rotated, but we rotated wrong by 90 degrees. Or 90 degrees too far, I don't know. Actually, a unit test that could sanity check would be an interesting idea. Yay, it's going backwards. But it is working. Those angles are right. I've just drawn the back of the train instead of the front. That's the jet engine on the back. It's powering it. So that should be better. I mean, yeah, these numbers don't matter. It's arbitrary. In fact, that angle may as well be an enum. Oh, I could have done that. I could have done an angle that was an enum and then just made the enums line up. Oh, look at that. It's a train. It's beautiful. I'm just going to make it a bit more obvious. I'm going to introduce a constant called... No, I'm not. Undo. I'm going to introduce a new track parameter called... Oh, I need a train parameter. Gotta do it properly. Let's check in them go. Check in once, check in often. No, that's not right. Check in many times. Get track full tray. And rotate. Ooh. I just realized that since we're in the rendering layer here, the track renderer could supply the angle. That might make more sense. Want to draw. Yep, let's do that. And then we'll do the drawing of the angle as a separate step. Okay. So, frame parameters. Cool. So this is train parameters dot train body. Yeah. And this can be train parameters dot train body times 2. Yeah, read only. I don't know. Sure. Actually, no, it does matter if I ever want to do anything. Okay, not read only. Okay, and so this, so we've just said that it's 10 by 20. Train parameters, train param, train param. Yeah, maybe. If I have an auto-generated UI, that would be good. Body width, center it. Sounds good. And and that, I think I want the times 2 there. And I think I want this to have a 2 there. No idea if this is right. Plus that makes sense. And parameters dot train head. Okay. Cool. Let's see if this works. I love my automatic DI. It's so cool. Yes, that's exactly what I want. Thank you. Yeah. So a body, we're gonna have what do we got? Self has 40, so let's do 10. 10 didn't seem too much. Let's do 20. Don't know why. And let's do this 20. Okay. What do our trains look like now? That's a big chunky train. I love how it just jumps around the corner because it's the perfect example of why the track should be in charge of positioning. Alright, but 20 is too big. Yeah. Cool. Why is my train doesn't have a head? What have I done wrong? Other than write ugly code. So we're centering, and then we're taking off the width. which is fine because I'm doubling the width over here. And then we're centering vertically, taking off half the width, which is fine because I'm drawing the full width. Cool. And then centering and moving to the end of the body. Then we're taking off half of the head width, and yeah, that should work, shouldn't it? Body paint. I like you plus minus 1 minus x. You like my plus minus x? Oh. Yes. Thank you. I think you mean say, it looks like you. But thank you for liking. That's probably the bug. Yay! We got a head, but it's red because I forgot to change the other variable. Does these things still work? I didn't see. Pay more attention. And the direction of travel doesn't match. Yep. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. It looks like a train a little bit, but we'll fix that up. Let's just say for blue, train looks better. Head paint? Is it not head paint? What did I call it? I called it head paint. And we will even be nice and dispose our head. Cool. We have trains. They move around a track. And if you ignore the fact that it's terribly, terribly ugly, it's pretty cool. And I guess we can put on... we can't put on more trains. Never a dull moment. I know why that is. I didn't restore my canvas. Oh dear. Is this a comedy show? Is this developer education? I don't even know. So we have multiple trains moving independently at the same speed with no collision detection. But that's pretty cool. That's really pretty cool. Oh, they're going to crash. They're going to crash. They're going to crash. Yeah. Oh. I can put more trains on. Okay. I feel like I need to check the issue here and just check off what we've done, or I'm going to forget. So we have done this. Add some very simple movement code. Done. I think that's a call to the loop created in the first steps. Ha! I found a bug in your issue, Scott, because you said create a render loop. We don't move in the render loop. By the end, plain.sim with across screen. Yes. Speed tighter frame rate. Oh, okay. We do move in the render loop. Delta T. Yeah, I don't care about that. I feel like this is like for super accurate. So delta T, what this step means, in case you don't know, you can watch our trains while I talk, is essentially we don't know for sure that this timer for our game loop fires reliably every half a second. But if right now we're moving one cell every half second. So in 10 seconds time, we should have moved 20 cells. But if our time is a little bit off, we could have moved 21 cells or 19 cells. And so delta T is about measuring and capturing that, whatever. And I don't really care. I don't think I'm worried, but I might be later. We'll see. So we're just going to skip all of this, and yeah, we're not worrying about distance. It should move. Pass a semi-fixed time step. Sure, that sounds easy. We haven't done any of this. I love we just skipped over best practices so early. Yeah, I mean, I will need all this stuff. Is this a pun? Direction it's moving. Suggest this to be stored at an angle. Yeah, no. Because, well, see, trains don't know about pixels, and so in my mind, they also don't know about angles. But that might be a step too far. Hey, we've done our optional. That's good. Do I feel like I'm marking myself on a test? Are our trains still going? Oh, they're good. They haven't crashed yet. Oh no! I know I've done it! Okay, they're fine. They're hover trains. Add a call to each cell type to give a position relative. Then yeah, I still need to do that. Horizontal. I don't know. Some of this I need to do. Curve tracks. Draw a train. Can I take this off? No. I'm sorry I've let you down. Oh dear. Carriages, yeah, maybe. Train's velocity, give a target velocity, acceleration plus braking. Let's be our AKE. Okay, cool. So I've ticked off everything there, but yet done more than what this says. But what this doesn't say, and I probably should create issues for. Yeah, I'm going to create some issues. Because I like issues. Good. Hey, so what does this do? Well, it just does this. It's a little game where you draw tracks, like it is. And you fill in the gaps you missed because your mousing skills are subpar, like me. And now, as of today, we can put trains down. And yeah, I know they look pretty crappy and they don't move very well, but it's fun. It's fun to write your own games. Yeah, that's what it does. Welcome to the stream. Mark it all done. I'm so tempted to mark everything done and just, I mean, obviously I'm not going to ship this, but it's kind of nice. All right, that doesn't work for all tracks. Maybe it is a bit same. Cool. So we don't forget that, and then we need to do. Actually, the trains will stop, right? Okay, cool. I'm just going to stop them. Oh, we're going to pile up. Good. Okay. So that's interesting. You're doing the same in Unity. Nope. This is all procedurally generated graphics. So yeah, I didn't do Unity because I like the procedural nature of things. In fact, if I click this configure, I can we can make it bigger and add more planks and make the planks wider. No, that one's not working. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So no, so this is all procedural, but yeah. So this is just an arc. Eventually, maybe fancy tracks, but for now, we're starting slow. Oh. Okay. Guessing I missed a switch statement. Yep. Nice. I wonder what that is. Oh, I think I know. I think it might have been this. If I draw this track and put a train there, I think it thinks it can go forward. Oh no. Anyway. Cool. And I need to do collision detection. No. Collision avoidance. So for now, when we're moving at one cell per half second, collision avoidance is really quite simple. It's like, look in the next cell, and is there a train there? But when it's smoother, obviously, we could be checking, constantly. So what I'm kind of thinking is like, if you imagine the train has a light out the front, its collision detection should happen at the edge of that beam. And since it's been a while since we've done this, of course, so if you're just joining us, the whole game is a port of this JavaScript or TypeScript game that I wrote many years ago with a few friends, porting to .NET and C#. This JavaScript one does have a light at the front of its train and smoke, and if we wait long enough, it will be nighttime and the light will come on. So the look ahead for collision detection should be sort of somewhere out here at the end of the light, and it also needs to check for carriages eventually and all the rest of those things. So it's kind of like collision or avoidance probably seems pretty simple now, and I'm not sure if I implement it now, that might mean I re-implement it later. So maybe I'll wait. I don't know. Yeah, so, if there's another train here, this one should probably stop. Or if we do deceleration, then it should start slowing down. Is this window not in the right spot? Looks weird. That one wasn't in the right spot. Cool. So, intrusive interruptions. I do know how to touch type, yes. And yes, it probably does sound like I know how to touch type very loudly. I have a mechanical keyboard, if you can't tell. But no, I don't. No, Vim is not for me. I think I tried once at university, but no. Okay, what did we do before I forget? I think we drew a train. Yep. Just for honesty and git commits. All right, cool. So I think I'm going to have to call that a night because I am only streaming from 4G and I'm going to run out of data and I kind of need that data to work tomorrow. 4 years to become comfortable with Vim. Yeah. No. No, I can touch type, but I'm fast with what I do. I do know the author of the VS Vim plugin, but he hasn't convinced me. And he has a horrible keyboard. No, I have a normal keyboard. Anyway, we need more diagnostic spectrum. Oh, that's what I want. So I want a layer that draws the point for where the train is currently checking. That's going to be cool. More debugging. Cool. So yeah, I'm going to call that a night. Sorry for the early finish, but that's life. Internet should be connected tomorrow, so hopefully the next stream is better. Except next week I'm in London, so I have no idea whether we're streaming from London, from a hotel room, or what time it will be, or what day it will be, because I will be jet lagged. Oh, don't you love it when you draw a funny track and you're like, what does it look like if you've got a train there? No, it's kind of predictable. Cool. All right. Thanks, everybody, and have a good evening. Have a good week. Say hi to your mum for me. I shouldn't say that. That's completely stolen from Rove. Probably you're all too young to know who Rove is. Yeah. And we'll see you next time. Bye.